Okay, I'm rolling.
Go and clap it in.
I said rolling when you said rolling.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You got it.
So world premiere.
Wait, everybody quiet for a second. Okay, good.
Yep. What's up, everybody? This is Scratch. I got a quick video here for you. It's actually probably not going to be quick, but we're going to try to be quick. It's 11 o'clock at night. We just got back from Xbox FanFest. I've got Kevin, Peench, and Ace are in here helping me film this in Casa de Ace. This is Ace Attorney Studios. So we're going to take a look at everything that was in this swag bag right here, this huge bag that's like full. So we're going to go through the stuff that's in here because I know that's what people are curious about. But before I do that, I want to talk about a little bit about what we did, and I'm grabbing the pins because pins to me are a big deal. But one of the pins that they gave us, which I thought was really cool, and they kind of opened with it in the beginning, just to kind of set the stage. In the beginning, we showed up in the morning, we start the registration. I found out that a line of 400 people actually is a lot longer than I would have guessed because it went around the block. So we're all sort of waiting there to get inside. And then once we did, they sat us down in the movie theater. We got the shirts, which I'll show you here in a second. We got a whole bunch of that stuff in the beginning, and then we sat down and they did a little presentation, and they got us this pin right here, which I'll show you. This is the Xbox Addict pin. If you don't know who Xbox Addict is, he was a very passionate gamer within the Xbox community, huge collector of everything Xbox. I think he even had a 4K chip that they sent him because his collection was so vast. There'll be links down in the description if you want to check that stuff out. Aaron Greenberg did a beautiful presentation about him, showing some videos and kind of letting everybody know who he was. He passed away this year, unfortunately, so they did this as a tribute and dedicated the FanFest to him, and that's where this pin came from, which I thought was really awesome. I know if he was here to see that, he would obviously love it. It's actually a pretty good pin. So we have that they handed us these on the way out the door. Everybody got one. So this was actually the first E3 pin that I got. So we're going to get to some more that we have here. So I'm just going to open this up. I think what I'll do is we'll just kind of go through each thing and then we'll talk about it. Of course, we went and saw the briefing. So I'd be curious to know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. But let's just jump into the stuff here. And I'll show you what we got first. Yeah, world premiere. So world premiere, we got this scarf. This was something that they handed to us in the beginning. So obviously we're not really going to be wearing that because it's hot in LA. But then on the back it says the front, I don't know, however you want to talk about it. It says FanFest on it, like right here. And then also on the ends, I'm not really a scarf model, but
wear it.
So we have that there. It's too hot. I can't. So anyway, so there's that. So that was pretty cool. And then we also each got these jerseys, which I wore it. But I didn't want to wear it because I wanted to hold it up. So there's the FanFest jersey that we got. They gave this to everybody. It's got a patch here on the side of it. It says E3 2K18. So they gave that to... We got all that in the beginning. And then that's when after we got this stuff, that's when we went to have that presentation where they talked about Xbox Addict. They talked about like kind of the stuff they were going to do. Phil came out. Everybody was kind of hype. It's really loud in there, which was really cool. And then they kind of got us prepped for the briefing. And then they took us over. We have groups, so I'm in the yellow group. That they took us over in groups and set us down for the briefing. And then we went through all of that. And then we came back for lunch back to the theater. And that's when the stories that I'm going to tell you based on the items that are in here, plus I'll just kind of fill in as I think about stuff because we're doing this on the fly. But they had stuff here, so let's see. I'm seeing some of this to the first time too. So we got a snapback that says "Welcome to the Horizon Festival." If you can see that, it's got Forza 4 on here, branding on the back of it. It's a 950 snapback's got the sticker on it still. So that's in there. So we saw Forza. They actually came in and did another demo different from what was on the in the briefing so that we could ask them questions and actually talk with them and get a little bit more personalized experience around it. So that was kind of neat to be able to do that. We have this hat here, which I didn't notice until I looked at the back of it, was actually for Just Cause 4, which you saw the world premiere, I think, today on that. And so there's another hat that we got from that one. Let's see, this one's on top. So this one is actually pretty cool. So they announced Gears of War Pop, which I thought was hilarious. But they also announced Gears of War 5, and of course Kate is the protagonist in that. And so we get a little Kate Diaz pop right here that they put in there. So that was pretty cool. Rod Ferguson came there, and the voice actor for Dell was there as well. So he talked with us. They kind of took us through the production process of like capturing lines and dialogue and things that are in the game, and kind of gave us an inside look to that sort of stuff, and they spoke to it, which was super interesting. It was really cool to kind of get a feel of from an actor's point of view, to kind of see what that process was like. So they touched on that a little bit. It was pretty neat. And then I think in keeping with that, and I'll have to open these, so we're probably going to cut this part. So we got a Gears of War shirt. So this is the new branding. So if you saw the ice and the fire and ice and stuff that was in the trailer, we have this here. And I'm also noticing that it does have FanFest branding on the shoulder of it. So this will be a shirt that only you'll have if you were there. So that's kind of neat. So that's Gears of War 5. I'll just do it like this. We'll just eventually stack it all up. Another shirt. This is a Mixer shirt, which is not unlike the Mixer shirt that I have from the Halo World Championship, which I know you guys saw some of me wearing on that. But we got a Mixer shirt here as well for Mixer, Microsoft's streaming platform. And this one is a really good one. So we have the Seagate. This is the game drive for Xbox. So this is a 2 terabyte. It has Xbox Game Pass, so it gives you a month included with it. And then I get the Midnight Blunderbuss. So this is the Sea of Thieves Seagate hard drive, 2 terabytes. So pretty good, because with all the games that I have, I'm certain I can use that and will use that. We got a bag of something that I just unbagged. Okay, so no, all right, and then we have this is Basecamp Outdoor Gear made this Battlegrounds PUBG for a pretty good. It's like kind of metal, or it is metal, but that'll be good for drinking out of, I guess. I mean, I don't know what else you do with that, but anyhow, and then we have a console skin. Oh, this is cool. So this is a console skin from Controller Gear for the Xbox One X, but the skin is for the original Xbox. So the skin, you just put it over the top and it makes your console look like an original Xbox, which that's kind of interesting. That's pretty cool. You guys see that?
That's very cool.
Right on. These guys are seeing this kind of for the first time too, because none of us opened our bags, so that this would be interesting for them, and they wouldn't know what's in it either. Most of the stuff we were kind of told what was in it, but not everything. So, like I said, some of the stuff I know is in here, but we're seeing it for the first time. There's a cardboard thing to keep its shape, or is it a poster? It's a poster. Let's see. This is Forza. These are stickers. Okay. So Forza Horizon 4 is set in the UK, so you can see that they have, some of the stickers for that here. Pretty cool. McLaren Senna, Forza Horizon 4 stickers. Welcome to the festival. Looks like a pass or whatever, like a sticker pass or whatever. So there's that. Set that there. And so I'm really interested to check these out, because I knew we got them. They announced it at the end. But we have this really cool card, like a card holder, that has Xbox FanFest on it. But inside here, which I'm not going to show you, But inside here, anyways, is 2 years of Game Pass that they gave us, so that was really awesome. So if you haven't played anything in Game Pass or know what it is, I have videos on the channel about it. But it's pretty much like for $10 a month, you can get over 100 games, 130 games probably. All the first-party titles release into it, and so it's basically like you can order or you can subscribe to this, and you get all of these games for as long as you're a member. So I'll be able to do that for the next 2 years at least. I think I might actually have a year of it now already, so next 3 years for me. We have an EA Play Guess, so we can use this to redeem a single ticket to EA Play FanFest at the Hollywood Palladium. We're going to that tomorrow. So that's interesting. I didn't know that was in there, but that's cool. So I'm going to actually rip this open and we'll see what's in it. Because there's like a necklace or something in it. Oh, it's a Battlefield 5 dog tag. So that's pretty good. If you could see that, Peench is taking pictures. I don't know if it... And then it's just got the symbols on the back. We'll get better pictures of it, but the symbols are for like a medic or a sniper or infantry or whatever. So that's pretty cool. And then we got the ticket for that. I'll try to put this out because I know he's going to be grabbing those. Okay, and then in here we have... What else? So they gave us all the pins. So we have an Ori pin, which I'm a fan of these pins. Like, I'm glad they did this because it's so hard to find all of them. There's still a few we have to get. I know you guys are thinking about the Fortnite or the PUBG pins. They're not in here, but believe me, we will track them down. But here's the Ori pin that they gave us, and then we got another FanFest pin, which is similar design, but of course a newer one for 2018. They did one of these last year. Money Rumble was nice enough to give me one, even though I didn't make it to FanFest. We got the Funko Pop Gears one, which I think is pretty cool. Woo! I was super excited about this game. Like, I couldn't believe they announced it as a game, but I'm interested to know more about that. So next we have like a turtle. This is Minecraft. There's a turtle for Minecraft here. Pin for that. And we have the Gears of War 5 pin, the ice, half logo, the ice or whatever, similar to the shirt. So we have a pin to match the shirt. And then last but not least on the pins, we have Soul Calibur, I believe. Yeah, Soul Calibur 6. So there's a pin for that as well. So we got that in there. And then last, let me just make sure because I kind of wanted to save it for last. Oh, here's the badge we got. So the badge just says Xbox FanFest attendee, and on the back of it, it just shows where to connect with Xbox and all the social media channels. So that was on there. We got, of course, the bag. It says Xbox Game Pass. It's got FanFest, has the whole branding and the logo and stuff on it. Inside here is more stuff, so hold on. So we have a code for Hyper Universe coming to Xbox One this August. Yep, and that's what it is. It's a code for that. All right, cool. So that's in the front peg. So for those of you who went to FanFest and didn't open that front, there you go. You're welcome. Oh, we got Sea of Thieves exclusive tattoo sleeves that actually have FanFest branding on them as well. So that's actually really cool. And Mega Constructs Halo Heroes. I got the Spartan. I'm sure these are probably random. We got a couple of these actually at the MVP Summit as well. So I got a different one than this one. So that's cool for me personally. And then another Soul Calibur. And this one's labeled not for sale. So this is the Soul Calibur 6 collectible lapel pin, which is different from, I think it's different? Maybe? Yeah. No? Yeah, it's different from the other one, so that's pretty cool. And then the last but not least, we know what this is. This is the Sea of Thieves coin that they talked about. We'll take a look at that. It's pretty heavy, like it's like a real coin. It's got the Sea of Thieves like logo on one side of it. I'm going to give that to Peench. And then on the other side, another picture, he's got FanFest on it here. And it's kind of like dinged up and chipped, like to kind of make it look, on purpose, like to kind of make it look like an old gold coin or whatever. So that was kind of neat. Give it a little bit of a weathered look, and it comes in a little pouch to keep it in. I think that's it from the little front pocket. And last but not least, probably this was excited me the most, or probably surprised me the most out of what was in there, and that is the Duke controller. So we have that. So I'll open it up here really quickly, and they asked a question about who. Oh yeah, there it is. So they asked a question about who hated the Duke controller at first. I did raise my hand. But I actually think it's kind of cool and nostalgic now to have it back, so I'm probably one of the, I'm a hypocrite, I guess. But I think it is kind of neat. It's interesting to look back at it. It's definitely huge, and it's kind of neat. But it has the, we booted this up. You probably saw I had it on Instagram, I think, and I posted on Twitter. This is actually a little screen that actually plays the boot up screen, or whenever you start it, so it plays actually in here. There's obviously no place for a memory pack anymore, and then it has a cord here that hooks in the front of it. But yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid actually. The buttons feels pretty authentic. Like the old. It actually doesn't fit too bad though. Ace has an old one actually. We're gonna compare these. So let Ace grab that. You get to see Ace on camera here in just 1 second.
See how the original compares. Hold that up. Oh, we only got to see his hand.
Okay. So yeah, I mean it's pretty impressive. Like they are, like I said on the front, you can see the difference. Obviously it doesn't have the screen on it, but these are the two side by side. This one does not have, interestingly enough, it doesn't have bumper buttons because they weren't invented. I just didn't think about that. I thought these bumper buttons were kind of weird at first. I'm like, they weren't there, right? But these are the things that you kind of take for granted, like you don't remember. Like I bet if you would have asked me 10 minutes ago if these had RB and LB buttons, I would have said, yeah, they did, didn't they? But they didn't, apparently. Only had triggers. But holding them together, like, it feels about the same. The Duke actually does feel like the grip is a little bigger. So this is a little bit smaller grip, but I'm okay with that because this thing was huge. And it does have the breakaway cable still, but that's because the cable here is in here. It's hardwired in. But yeah, so that's a comparison. We'll get pictures of these side by side, but here they are. Kind of neat. But I was super stoked. For them to put this in here because I wanted to get one, and now I don't have to. I already do. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, comments, you want to see more, you want to know more about it, we can talk more about that in the comments. Maybe do a follow-up video if it gets down to it. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to know more about Ace and Peench and Kevin, I've got links to all of them down in the description. They're going to have links to the videos and the pictures and things that they're taking throughout the week as well. If you wanted to check those out, you can link down right below down here to do that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time.
All right.
That was one take. Terrible.
That was fantastic.
No, I know, but I can cut it out.